Hi guys,
Hello guys!
welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Today we will be doing part 2 of the Pick a Topic little mini series. So it's Shanita turn.
Okay, let's see what the question is for today. Well, this question says, let's talk about outside animals. Let's talk about outside animals like coyotes, squirrels, skunks, and deers. So, you want to start, my sister?
Okay, so let me see the questions again. Right. Let's talk about the animals that we see here in our country, but specifically our neighborhood too. Um, so the coyotes, I never was in there quite frightened for them. I'm so frightened for them. The squirrels, I'll give you guys a little backstory about how I met a squirrel when I was like 5 or 6 years old when I used to live in Canada before. So, little Tony, Bajan girl, ain't know nothing about the squirrels. So, I went outside, right? And I see this big black rat.
You have to say how old you were.
I just said I was 5 or 6.
Oh.
Right, so I see this big black rat, right? And they start to pat it, so I run inside now. I said, Bobby, a big black rat outside. At that time, I would have said, "Yeah, you ever see a rat with a bushy tail?" So that was my first encounter with the squirrel. And let's just say that me and them have a great relationship. Um, the skunks now. I hate a skunk. A skunk is like what a spray out this world, and the thing that smell like go extremely far from around me. That animal just stinks. And finally, the deer. Let me tell you honest something, right? Deers are so cute, but you don't want to be hit by a deer or being run by a deer. I remember this one day.
Unbelievable.
That's alright. We just want to something, right? A deer is so big. So while they were driving, that was nearby to a park out by where we live. And I told my sister she wanted us to walk up the road where the deers pass. It's like a little forest. And I didn't want that. But anyways, I prayed, I asked God, to shield us from any animals, And so as I saw done, when we get in the car and we start to drive, what is going to salute us? A deer, and my boy ain't only run across the road. Sorry, he didn't walk across the road. He pranced across the road. I play he feel that he looked real hot. He did actually though, but still. That deer was so big. I say, you see, that's why they want to walk about deer. Because I know the deer's about there. So those are my encounters about the animals close by.
Well, this was Tony's funny experience with the animals close by. Bardas doesn't really have these animals, like these specific animals, like squirrel, the coyotes, and skunks and deers.
We got deers in wildlife reserve.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, they don't have them running around like in our neighborhood. Um, Squirrels, basically, if you come to Canada, you're gonna see a squirrel anywhere. The thing about squirrels, they just kind of mind their business. They just kind of, what are you doing at your face, where? Don't they mind their business?
Let me just run.
They mind the business. It's like the walking. You walking, the squirrel gonna just go and do what God do. It don't really pay you no attention or nothing. It just you don't have to be scared of squirrels. You don't have to be because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
So basically, you will encounter squirrels, and it's just like seeing an everyday thing. It's just natural at this point because they're just everywhere. Sometimes at this point, sometimes I just walk around. I don't even notice them now at this because I feel like I keep saying at this point, but I don't even notice them because I've gotten so used to them. And they're just there. Sometimes they love their nuts and stuff. You'll see them with their nuts and stuff. Um, they usually don't go up to people, but I have seen a few times when they've gone up to a person. You know, at school, I remember there was somebody that was sitting down, and I saw a squirrel run up to them, and I don't know if they were the person had food or something, but usually you don't see them coming up to people either. They just kind of, as soon as they see you, they kind of scamper away. But yeah, they're everywhere, so you'll get used to them.
I just want to add here for our Caribbean folks, viewers, that the squirrel is like equivalent to a chicken
Correct.
back home, you
Yeah.
know, walking around. Right.
The only thing is with the chicken, now, for some reason, I just freak out with the chicken in a way. Not really freak out, because I mean chickens are everywhere back home too. But when they start flapping, when they start flapping, especially when they were chasing each other around and stuff. Yeah. Guys, if I sound like I'm talking a little weird, my wisdom teeth has been giving me like some issues recently, and it's just like, you know.
It hurts.
Especially, it's not hurting, but I feel like I keep biting down on my gum. Especially this side. So, just in case I sound like I'm chopping off my words, I'm like trying to prevent myself from biting my gum at the same time. But let's move on. Skunks. We don't usually see skunks.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. We don't usually see skunks. But we just smell them. How you usually see skunks?
Shit, I just see skunks when he was going to work. Yes.
You see skunks regularly?
I don't see it regularly, but I see them.
So you don't see them? That's what I'm saying. That's why I say you don't usually see skunks. We don't usually see
just
skunks.
Smell them. Oh,
but we just smell them more than we see them. I probably, for the time I've been in Canada, which I've been here around 11 years, I've probably seen a skunk, especially here since I moved here, and I've been living in my apartment for about 7 years or so. No, Tony just joined me about 3 years or so.
3 years.
So, and I've probably seen a skunk 4 times. I don't know how much times Tony see a skunk.
I saw a skunk at least 3 times.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We don't usually see them.
But you smell them.
But you just smell it. It has a really strong, distinct, unique smell.
And where I work is a 4-story building. You could smell a skunk from the 4th floor. And the scent is just so strong.
But people usually will say it smells stink, and you'll be looking for this. I don't know about you, but you'll be looking for this horrible smell. But to me, it don't smell stink. It just smells like a really strong.
It's more metallic, metallic smell.
Yeah.
Like when somebody pass gas.
Right, and it smells stink like that. It smells like like Tony said, like a metallic type of smell. So it's not like it doesn't really bother me to that extent, but it's just a really strong smell. Like you cannot ignore it. Like it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And then the next one now for me would be the deer. Tony just told the interesting story about the deer. I don't usually see deers. I've seen the one that Tony talked about. We kind of live around forests. So in our backyard is forest, and then we have a lot of parks around us. So we know the animals are gonna be like running around and in the nature and stuff. But that time that Tony's talking about, yep, the deer kind of just crossed right in front of us, and the weird thing about it was we had just come from walking in the same area, and I remember telling Tony, well, if we were walking and the deer went across the same time, I don't know what would it do, but I probably would have freaked out.
I would have cried.
But the same time, after we were driving, then the deer crossed, so it didn't really but we were just like, oh my goodness, we just walked that path. But I did happen to see a deer right outside our you weren't here, Tony.
Okay.
You weren't there. It was me. We I we she met me lost my train of thought now. She met me lost my train of thought. Right outside by the
Car park?
downstairs,
Oh.
not by the car park, out by where the forest area is. I was driving and coming up the road towards our apartment, and I saw a deer literally right there by the garbage. I mean, obviously you guys won't know where the garbage is, but it was like right there, close to the front door, and it like it kind of blended in with the darkness almost because it was dark outside, and there's like a grayish color, so it's almost like you would have missed it if you weren't really paying attention. And it stayed there like for a good like it was a 20 minutes or so because we were so fascinated that we it was like the first thing seeing a deer right outside our place. So we was fascinated. So we were looking at it for like a good while. But it was there for like I was 20 minutes, and then we were like, okay, let's go inside. And when I say we, I don't mean 20. I mean who I was with. But yeah, and then
The infamous coyote.
the coyotes part. The coyotes now. Let me give you a joke about the coyotes. Now, out by us, they have a sign that talks. So I think they have a sign when you're walking down the street, or when you're going down the street. I think there's a sign about coyotes down there. But for the time I've lived here, I've never really come across a coyote. I mean, I hear about them and stuff, but I've never really come across a coyote until this. Is it this year? Until last year. Until
yeah.
last year. Okay.
No, year before. When your current partner was here, when we were driving, coming home, we saw a coyote as well. When they asked you if it's a dog, and you tell me no, that's a coyote.
Okay, I don't remember that part. I don't remember this one. But I remember that I was driving coming home and I saw a coyote cross the road. Not like right in front of me. I was like, that's I was driving here and the coyote was like further up the road, and I saw it because I thought it was like I was in my well, it looked like a dog, but it can't be a dog. You know, and the thing about Canada is that everybody the dogs just be with their owners. So you're gonna like see a dog just randomly running, right? So I tell myself, well, it definitely can't be a dog. So I said that gotta be a coyote, right? But they're kind of far off, so I still couldn't really see it to that extent. But anyhow, I went home and I tell my beloved sister over here. So I believe this was last year. I tell my beloved sister over here, Tony, you know, I just see a coyote um, down the road here. So be careful when you're walking down the street, because what is happening is that we just sometimes go for a walk. I know I'm talking, you know. We just, we just go for a walk, you know, just to get some fresh air, some exercise if we don't really, you know, get to do any exercise. However, we would go down the street for a walk. And so I tell Tony that be careful because you got coyotes out there. So she pretty much brushed off my statement. But then at night now she went for a walk. And I said, I asked my mother, because my mother and my father was here. So that was in December. I asked I was like, where Tony is? They said she gone for a walk. So I called Tony on the phone. I said, where you is? So I down the road here by Eglinton.
I do not feel like that way, man.
So I said, you gone down Eglinton, but I want you to know that I very see the coyote here. So
who does that?
So she
on a walk.
So anyway, she come back home now, right? She said, "What you tell me about a coyote? What you tell me about a coyote for?" Anyhow, she acting like she didn't believe me, right? But there's the thing. Long story short,
we asked me story already.
The other night, this is about what 3 nights ago.
3 nights ago, yeah.
It was about 3 nights ago. We were going
to the gym.
Okay, we were going to the gym. So we were coming back from the gym, and we were coming in the we would call that we was coming in the road, down the road. I don't want to call that a road. We
was approaching
our apartment.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, right where I see the deer is where we but the coyote.
And he was running.
And we could see him clear now as day. Like it was night, but we could see him clear now. So we see that he looked a little wolfish. He looked a little wolf-like. I said, "Wait, Tony, that's a coyote." I told him, "Say, yo, that's a coyote."
She look like this.
Anyhow, long story short,
Okay.
the coyote run down and gone long. It looked like it had gone into the forest area now. So we continue now, drive and gone into the car park.
The party car.
Right. And all of a sudden, this thing will be going back and forth with this coyote, right? All of a sudden, I look back and I see the coyote dash and gone behind the car. I said, Tony, the coyote literally just ran past the car. So this time now, I don't want to get the car, right? But I gotta be brave now. So I open up the door and I say, alright, let me get out the car now. Let me just check the surroundings, make sure ain't nobody around it. Meanwhile, Tony in the car saying, I don't want to get out the car. I don't want to get out the car.
But I's a big person. For meat. For this coyote that be go outside, tell you so that me go.
So anyway, finally we just kind of lock the car and rush to the door.
You shut it up. Listen to me, right? I told my sister time and time again. When you are going up the stairs, make sure you have the key right there so you just jack it in, unlock and going. Should have did fidgeting with the key. I didn't catch it. I was letting know, like, girl, open the door.
But
I was so frightened. I said, that coyote boy.
After all of that, I have to say that we have not seen any other coyotes since that time.
But so, I wanted to share before we go. I wanted to share a story about a squirrel too. So I take down the garbage sometimes, and my sister does too. So one morning, I decided to take down the garbage, and my then neighbor, he was in his vehicle. So I was going into the recycling bin, garbage bin. No. The garbage bin got holes in it, right? So squirrels just come in and out or whatever. You wanna know that I opened up the thing and the squirrel jump up like this, right? The squirrel jump and I jumped and the squirrel jumped right down in the bin and I jumped back on me and here colliding. So then so then the neighbor don't see me, but then I have my breath doing a big laugh. So I hit the bin and the squirrel then run away business. And from there till now, whenever I go to that recycling bin, I stop the bin first.
One of the animals I forgot. One of the animals, cause my mother is who came up with this topic, right? But one of the animals that I forgot to mention that is so popular here as well. I don't know how we forgot that.
Yeah.
Is the raccoons. The raccoons just dominate the place. Like
they think that they own the place.
They're everywhere, and what I would have to say about the raccoon is that they're always in the garbage. That's their favorite place. And so whenever you're throwing out garbage, like, you got, for me personally, whenever I throw out garbage, I just be nervous because I be like, I really hope that this raccoon ain't here now to jump at me, because I remember one time I was going to throw out the garbage and I went close to the garbage and I hear noise in the garbage. I saw weird. So I lift up the lid a little bit. And I sound like I hear sound like scratching, right? So now I nervous now. So I had recycling too. So I said, let me go and throw the recycling before I throw the garbage, because I feel like they got a raccoon inside of that garbage. So I go now and throw the recycling. So then afterwards now I said, alright, let me slowly try to open up this lid. All of a sudden I hear this boom boom. I run back. So then I said, alright, let me do this quick. I open up the lid, so I pass the garbage. Now I move from here. Run from out there, cause them is too much.
You had a old house they push it down now. The house was a raccoon house called Pure Raccoons used to live in it rent free. So I thought myself maybe it should be a raccoon too for free rent. But anyways, this is the end of our topic. We went on a bit long, but you know when you have a lot of funny stories, you know you like to share it. So anyways, I just want to thank you guys for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. And have a good night.
Good night. Bye.